Well, it's no secret. The price of food in America is going up drastically, and people are letting us know about it.
Shut your mouth. Last time it was half of that.
That was what we got last time. Was it 180 last time?
No, it was 150 last time. How was it almost $100 more expensive?
Everything in here is going up by 25%. I swear, since 2 weeks ago.
What is going on? I will say I don't understand why the prices were raised 20 to 25%. Everything that we bought just 2 weeks ago their prices have raised incredibly. It's kind of sad.
What the? What the? 17.49 for one can of coffee in America. This used to be 11.99 a month and a half ago. Yeah. Are we gonna go uncaffeinated in America? Because of what the? What the? 17.49 for one.
Walmart warned us, and now they've done it. Walmart just jacked up their prices, and I have the list right over here. Some everyday essentials up 50% almost overnight. The company is blaming President Trump's tariffs. Let's break it down for you right here. CNBC tracked the prices of the same items on May 20th and then on July 7th. Same items. A 12-piece pot and pan set from Drew Barrymore's line used to be $99, now $149. That's a 51% price jump. A Graco stroller went from $199 up to $299. That's another 50% spike since May. Even basic kitchen stuff like a nonstick fry pan up 28%. Coffee, bad news there. Folgers Classic Roast is up 17%. Dunkin', depending on the size, up to 9 and 11%. Milk too. The cheap store brand, great value, up across the board. Whole milk, 2%, 1% milk, all cost more. Even men's jeans, Levi's Signature, ticked up. This is the time to go bulk grocery shop on anything you can store or freeze. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
This dude is absolutely right. I mean, these prices are ridiculous, and the best that we can do is look for deals and stock up when we can. I know this little market here near me, like once a week they'll have one meat item that is on like super discount. Like I found chicken wings for 99 cents a pound. I found whole chickens, which by the way are freaking delicious. They're like, I don't know if they're like organic or Amish chickens or what they are, but like my wife bakes a whole chicken and it's so moist, so juicy. So we stock up on those. Like I'll buy like 15 of them if I can. Um, yeah, guys, we got to look for deals. The that's where this country has gotten to, where we have to like really bulk up on meat and other items when we can on discount. Have you seen the coupons lately? Like, I don't know how many of you get those like Meyer coupons. They're insulting. It's like buy four, get the fifth 50 cents off. Like, I'm not even clipping that, bro. That's ridiculous. But it's getting bad out here, man.
I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but I just got back from Costco, and if you're not paying attention to the shipping news, you probably should be. I know that everybody's worried about tariffs, everybody's worried about prices of things increasing. I know that that's like a concern for people, but you should probably go ahead and take stock of your house and like staples that you need to have and go ahead and get. And I don't mean like panic buying, because we don't want to do that. That's not helpful to anybody. But as you can see, I have a kid in diapers. We cloth diaper as well, but we are going through a phase where we kind of use both. So I went ahead and got a box of those. But I noticed that Costco was looking particularly empty. Like, for example, the fruits and vegetable section was lots more sparsely populated, and there was furniture for display in it, which I have never seen before. I also noticed that a lot of the overstocked shelves that they keep extra pallets on, like above the floor stock, were pretty empty. And if you've seen signs from people talking about large industries worried about tariffs and shipping shortages, it's coming for us. Now, I'm Old Port, and we have some tools and things that we use for resilience, right? Like, we're not worried about running out of toilet paper. We have a bidet. We're not super worried about running out of paper towels. We have plenty of Swedish dishcloths and lots of just old rags that we can use. But I also noticed that there was a lack of the variety of fruits and vegetables that are normally available at Costco. And if you depend on those, they're just not as available. And they're things that are like kind of in season right now too. So for example, there were no carrots, and that's a little alarming. There were no like peas or anything like that. There's nothing that should be coming in from the fields now. And I think that's directly reflective of what's happening with our migrant labor force. And I don't want you to panic. What I want you to do is start planning for your community and start meeting people and grow a garden and be resilient. We are at a time in the year where now is a really good time to try and grow food if you can afford it. It is also a really good time to get to meet your neighbors, because you might be wanting to trade skills back and forth. Maybe you're not a good grower, but your neighbor down the road is, and they're not like super handy with fixing lawnmowers, but maybe you can. Similarly, I have traded chickens for all kinds of things. So now is a really good time to like get out in your community, make connections with your local food banks, figure out like what you can barter if you need to. And as a reminder, you may not need to at some point. The recession is not going to hit all of us the same. I do think that all of us are going to be affected. But part of being a good community member is also doing things sometimes that you don't necessarily need to. A good example of this, I have taught people how to process birds, and they don't have money to give me, but they have birds. Like, they have raised chickens or hatched chickens out, and they have like 10 roosters and they need to get rid of them. And they don't know how. They don't have the equipment. So what I have done in the past is let people come over and learn how to do that and use my equipment. And I'll take like a bird from them as payment, or 2 birds from them as payment, whatever they feel comfortable with, and they get the rest for their family. So there is valuable skills that you can share with people. And sometimes people just need like their pride to stay intact. But yeah, now's a really good time to start thinking about the recession, about the incoming depression, about things that you need, about building a emergency supply of like a month's worth of food, and what you need to be resilient for you and your family.
Lady spitting straight facts. I mean, if you have any kind of land, a backyard, you don't need a huge land. I remember when I was a kid, my parents had like maybe half an acre for the backyard, and my mom made a big garden. Like, we had what we had potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, a little bit of watermelon, um, just a bunch of different fruits, salad and stuff. Like, this is all stuff that you can that it's easy to grow, and you'll save a lot of money in the long run, especially on things like potatoes. My family eats a whole bunch of potatoes. And if we had unfortunately, we don't have a big enough yard for that, but if you do, I'm saying grow some potatoes. They'll last you all winter. They're not going to go bad, especially if you store them correctly. There are ways to mitigate these costs of food, but we got to look for options. We got to scrape and claw our way out of this somehow. We have to we got to do something, guys. We can't just sit back and be like, "Oh, eggs are $12." Like, it is what it is. No, we got to find an option. There has to be something we can do. And this lady sounds like she lives somewhere rural where there's farms and stuff. Unfortunately, us people in the city, we don't have access to things like that. But we can do what we can. If you have a nice backyard, turn it into a garden for yourself. Have some organic, nice fruits and vegetables that your family can eat. Something that you produce, it'll taste that much sweeter. Instead of you just drive by all these houses and they got these huge lawns, and what is it being used for? Nothing, just to look pretty and get mowed. It doesn't take that much work, guys.
Scary right now. I don't know how people are paying for everything, like housing, food, clothing, the basic stuff, like getting a haircut and whatnot, because everything has gone up a lot in the past year. I was just in the
Hold on, my boy. I don't mean to make jokes, but I don't think you have troubles with haircuts. Come on now. Come on.
supermarket a couple of days ago, and I just bought a few things. And I remember specifically the 12-pack soda. It used to cost $5, and now it's $10. And I had $100 bill. It was gone. Like, I went there, then I went to another store and bought like 1 or 2 things. That 100 was gone. It's crazy. I don't know how people are doing it. My best guess is everybody is reaching their credit card limits up right now, and that's a dangerous place to be.
I remember just a few years ago. I mean, I've always shopped at Aldi primarily. Sometimes I'll go to Meijer or Walmart, but usually it's Aldi. And the prices have gone up so much. Like, I remember the olive oil I used to get, the Carnelli. It's like a little bottle. It was always $2.99. I just went. It's $5.99. That's 100% increase. That's not 10%. That's 100% increase. What else? The eggs. I remember eggs being 105. Now they're like 350, which is still a lot cheaper than some places in the country, but that's still 300% increase on the eggs. Like, that was the one staple I could count on to get my protein, and my kids love eggs, and I was like, "Well, hey, prices are going up, at least we got eggs." Nope, and then we had this recent thing where eggs went up to, like, $8, $9 a dozen, which is ridiculous. A dozen eggs literally lasts a day in my house. I got 2 boys, teenagers, they eat like crazy. Eggs are a staple in our household, and just everything has gone up. It's ridiculous, guys. Let me know where you shop in the comments, and if you have any suggestions for people where they can get some food for the low. Wish I did have a bigger backyard. I swear I would be on that gardening tip right away. Soon as I could, I would go plant something early spring, and I know I will have some money saved at least. And on top of that, it's organic. I just went to Meyer. They want like freaking $9 for a pint of strawberries. 9, $10 for some blueberries. Like, I eat that in one sitting, bro. What are you talking about? So for me and my family to have some strawberries tonight, I gotta spend $20. Like, that is ridiculous. And before it used to be, remember, like, it's expensive to eat healthy. So like fast food is cheap. You can get a dollar burger and stuff. They're making it hard to eat healthy. But now the fast food is restaurant prices. You go to McDonald's for a family of 4, I'm spending 50, $60. Me and my family don't eat out a lot, but now when we do, you can't even go to like fast foods. It's I might as well just go to a restaurant, spend the extra 40, $50 and like have a nice quality meal, because these prices are ridiculous. I don't know what this is headed to, but it's not looking good for any of us. Hang in there, my peeps.